Today is a day that I've been waiting for roughly actually literally over a month as of today. It's been exactly a month actually since I sent these in. We got our very first BGS return on the channel, Beckett. I usually do a PSA just because I live like in Southern California. It's a lot easier for me to send a PSA. But since I've never actually done BGS before, I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You know, I mean, I don't know how often I will do this in the future, but maybe again we'll just go back and forth. The idea that I basically had was I will send a bunch of cards off to BGS, and essentially whatever I feel like could potentially grade better, I'll send straight up to PSA to do like a cross grade and see like if they'll give it a better grade. Otherwise, I'll keep it in this BGS box or this BGS encapsulation, whatever you want to call it. But let's go ahead and pop in. There's some powerful cards in here. Let me close my eyes and do this one at a time. Actually, I see some information in there. I just saw the grade for something, whatever that is. Let me get that out of there so you guys don't see my info. All right, first one. There's a pamphlet. First one, let's just get the card out of the thing. First one is going to be, well, I already saw what it was. It was an 8.5. As you can see, the center on the back is kind of doo-doo as well. We got, oh, for alligator. This is the one I pulled. Yeah, so I pulled this actually, and I thought there was no way in hell that this would get anything higher than a 9, so I figured let's send it to BGS to see what happens. Yeah, see, this is one thing that I like about them, because they tell you all the subgrades. As you can see, the corners are 10, the edges are 10. The centering was just butt cheeks. Like, I love the fact that I pulled for alligator 5, but I knew this would be no more than a 9 with PSA. I might still send this to PSA. I think it also had a couple of print lines as well. I might still send this to PSA to see what they say, because I don't actually have a 9 of this. So see what happens. But again, I kind of want to see what BGS would do in that situation, and yeah, put it over here. Let's get into the next one. Let's just grab them out this way. All right, the next one is Blastoise. I definitely remember pulling this, and it's a 9 as expected. For some reason, every single time I've ever graded Team Rocket cards, they've always been horrible. But I mean, you can see the centering on this one is actually pretty bad as well. So we got 8.5 on centering, edges are 9.5, corners 9, and surface 9.5. I don't know what it is. Team Rocket cards just refuse to do good. So if you have like a PSA 10 of anything from a Team Rocket set, whether it be first edition or unlimited, I think it's actually very, very valuable. Also, I like now that I'm actually holding a BGS graded card, I like the cases a lot better than PSA. They feel more high quality and expensive, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you guys prefer between BGS and PSA and why. Okay, let me look away. I don't want to have everything spoiled. Japanese card. This is probably the Lugia. I'm gonna just reveal it. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually for alligator, and it's gem mint. We got 9.5, 10, 10, and 9.5. I wonder, so this means gem mint. Can this cross grade into a 10 in PSA is what I want to know. This is the only one I don't have from the premium file set in PSA 10, so I'm definitely sending this over to see what they do. If they end up not wanting to grade it as a 10, I'm just going to keep it as BGS, but I would love to have one of these cards as a black label. That's why I bought a couple of these to send them over. Actually, I think I only did one. Maybe I did 2. But we'll see what happens. But God, I love the art. Neo Genesis art is just, I'm sorry, it's just unrivaled. It's just too good. It's too good. Let's get into the next one. Pop it in. There we go. We got, oh, I think this is a normal label. So this is a gold label. So that's silver. So this is probably going to be a 9 again. A 9 or lower. 9, yeah, this is the same Peach that I pulled. I remember this is from the pack that I thought was light, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I remember it had a big print line. Actually, you can see it right there. There's a print line right there, and the centering wasn't that great. So, actually, take it back. Centering was decent. Really, just the surface that actually held it back. I don't think I'll send this over just because I know that giant print line is not gonna do anything. I mean, look at that. It's pretty disgusting. But nah, I'm gonna hang on to it as a 9 because again, I want to keep. I already have a couple of these as 9s in PSA anyway, so I wouldn't mind having one in BGS. All right, next one. By the way, you can check the pop report for these as well, but I don't have it pulled up because, again, this is my first time doing it. We got another silver label, so it's going to be a 9. Magikarp! Oh, I remember this one. This one actually was pretty solid. Oh, my gosh. Okay, let's see what the scores are. So, corners are 8.5, so the corners are really the ones that kind of got hit. The centering was actually fantastic on this. I remember when I bought this, because I bought this from Troll and Toad. Most of the cards that I get loose, I get from like Troll and Toad and stuff like that because surprisingly, they got some really, I'm not even like trying to promote them right now, but they got some really, really good quality cards over there sometimes. So if you see if something is near mint, I recommend getting it. And worst case scenario, if it's not up to your standards, you can actually probably get a refund and send it back. But that's why I like buying from them. But yeah, look at that. 9.5 on centering, edges are 9, surfaces are 9, and 8.5 on corners. I think it had a few scratches if I remember correctly. Like 1 or 2. And I don't think these are print lines. I think these are just straight up scratches, like you know how people used to have on the cards. You can see like up and down over here. I don't know if when people are like shuffling the cards or what, but hey, that's still a beautiful card. I love shiny Magikarp. Actually, I think I sent I'm gonna send a batch off to PSA this week, and I have another set of shiny Magikarp as well as the Gyarados. All right, we got another one, another silver label, Japanese. Lugia? No, another for Alligator. Oh yeah, that's right. I did send like 2. Was it 2 or 3? I don't remember. This one is 8.5 centering. Yeah, the centering of this one wasn't that great. Believe it was the left to right. Corners are 10, edges are 10, surface is 9.5. Again, I want to know if I send this over to the PSA, will this grade into a 10? I'm probably gonna keep. I'll see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do because I kind of want to keep one as a BGS just because again I really like the cases on these. I'm gonna tell you right now, between PSA and BGS, I'm liking the cases a lot more for BGS. Let's get into the next one. Another silver. I'm just getting smoked right now. We got I pulled this one, but I was ready for this. What do we got? So we got 9.5. Oh, actually, yo, this actually did a lot better. Is this the one? I don't remember if this is the one I pulled, but I do remember it definitely had print lines. Yeah, you can see it right there. I mean, Neo Genesis is infamous for it. You can see it right there. I pulled this one, I remember a couple weeks ago, and I was excited about this because everything else was solid. But I was kind of hoping that maybe that one surface scratch will be like a 9. Everything else will be 9.5, so maybe I can get away with the 9.5 on that. But again, I don't really know how they actually grade, but still, dude, this card is just absolute. I just can't. Neo Genesis is the best set of all time. Excuse me. Comment section below, let me know what your favorite is. Another silver set? Actually, this is going to be for the charity. So in this box, I also have the Scizor that was from the Pokédex challenge. And actually, this was actually a gift from Mr. and Mrs. Mint 9. This was part of the trade initially, and he told me just to hang on to it and add it to the charity sale. So what I'm gonna end up doing is whatever grade I end up getting from the Scizor in here, I'm gonna send it over to PokeRev, and we're gonna just have him just sell that and this off, and then whatever card his was from the Pokédex challenge, and then we'll donate that money to charity. But this is actually a gift, and hey man, a 9 is solid. Centering is the only thing that kind of hurt it. Everything else is a 9. I think it's pretty good. This is a beautiful card. I love Dark Charizard. He's such a badass in his pose. He's so great. So yeah, again, much love to Mr. and Mrs. Mint 9, if I can speak, for donating that. Ooh, I like seeing gold. This is gonna be the Lugia. Oh no, it's a Charizard. Hey, I'll take that. So I was hoping this can come back potentially as a 10. As a 10. I didn't think he was going to be 10 worthy just because I actually bought this from what was supposed to be a sealed CD promo, but it wasn't sealed. I think someone had opened it previously. But yeah, it looked pretty solid. I think the centering is what killed it the most. Centering was pretty bad. Everything else, I might still. Nah, I'm gonna hang on to this one. I'm gonna hang on to this one because I have this as a PSA 10 actually already, so there's no point in getting another one. So it'll be nice to kind of hang on to this because again, these cases are just so much nicer, man. So much nicer. You're gonna get tired of me saying that by the end of the video. All right, let's grab the next one. We got another silver one. Oh, this is gonna be the Lugia, isn't it? No, it's a Typhlosion, actually. I'm okay with this one. I really don't care about this one, to be honest, just because it's not the good Typhlosion. But still, I figured I'm gonna send it in. So corners were 10. Looks like what really killed it was the centering and then the surface. Was there actually scratches on this? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember this one, because the thing is the hollow in this is so good that it's kind of hard to scratch. So I must have missed something. I'm sure if I get a magnifying glass out and really look, I can find the issues with it. But whatever. I didn't really expect much of that one, to be honest. Let's get into the next card. This is fun. That's the Lugia, and that's what I want to see. Come on, 10. Come on, baby. 10. It's a 9.5, but that's good. That's good for 2 reasons. 1, I can potentially cross-grade that into a PSA 10. And 2, 9.5 is actually really, really solid on this. So, for some reason, this card, I don't know what it is. People are selling it on eBay for $1,000, and I don't know why. It's not worth that much. I have a couple cards of this. It's not a $1,000 card, at least not yet. Probably next year, sure. But I don't know what happened. I think somebody shilled this card a couple months ago for like 800 bucks, and then relisted it a couple weeks later. But I noticed after that card sold for 800 bucks, everybody started listing theirs, and I saw a couple sell 500 plus to $800 range because of that. So it's like it sucked. I should have bought it when it was a $300 card, which was literally a couple weeks ago. But still, this is a beautiful card. So 9.5 centering, 9.5 edges, surface is 10. Yeah, I think honestly, if I send this over to PSA, they could definitely 10 this. And I would love to keep it as a gem mint, but you know what? If PSA doesn't want to give us a 10, I don't mind keeping a 9.5 because it's still gem mint. Again, cases are kind of nice. We're gonna put you in the back because, you know, Lugia is one of the best boys, you know. Love that card. Love that Pokemon. All right, let's get into the next. There's like 19 cards in here. We got another silver, unfortunately. That sucks. It is what it is. We got Dragonites. Again, Team Rocket, man. They're so hard to grade. Centering is a 9, 9, 9, and then 9.5 on the edges. I love this card. It's still very, very beautiful. Now it makes you want to open more Team Rocket packs. I got a couple, but I'm probably not going to open them. Just because I want to hang on to a couple. Got another silver. What is this going to be? Typhlosion. I knew this one had 0 chance being anything higher than a 9. Because the couple that I bought, they all look great. But they always had some kind of crazy imperfections. Like this one right here. Honestly, this one, I feel like it could grade as a 9 if I send it to PSA. Let's see. So we got 8.5 on corners. Centering is 9.5. Edges is 8.5. And surface is 8. Maybe not. Maybe it's got too many streaks for it to be a 9. I'll think about this one. I mean, worst case scenario, if I send it to PSA and they don't want to grade it higher, they'll just send the card back. So it's kind of like a win-win. I'm just basically blowing more money when I know it's not going to come back as a better grade. All right, let's get into the next. I think there's a couple more in there. Another, what is this? Meganium, probably? Yeah, it's Meganium. I was like, what else did I say that was Japanese? Because I remember I sent all the premium file cards. This one kind of got smoked. 9 on centering and 9 on surface and 10 and 10. Again, I feel like if I send this in to PSA, this could potentially do better, maybe? Question mark. See, the only reason why it's questionable is just because these two 10s right here, I feel like if the centering and surface gets a better grade for PSA, it's going to be a 10 in their eyes. So I don't know. I don't know how they cross grade when it comes down to it, but I guess we'll find out in the next couple weeks. It's the first time experience for me. Oh. Ah! Wah, wah, wah. I think I remember this one. This is one of the more worst ones that I bought. Because this is the one thing that sucks. Again, you know, depending on where you buy your cards, what you see may not be always what's present in the photos. You know, I remember when I bought this, I was like, do I want to return this? This is not minty. I mean, in BGS's eyes, it's still technically near mint, so whatever. But we got so the surface is all that killed it. Actually, if you think about it, everything else is solid. That surface is all that killed it. Oh yeah, no, I remember this. Look at this disgusting. Look at that. That's a scratch right there. You see that? Did someone take a quarter or like a penny or something and just kind of go to town on that card? I mean, it's got its print lines, which is, you know, infamous for Neo Genesis, but that's just terrible. That, you know what? You don't even get to hang out in the back. You get to be on the rest of the card pile. Let me move all these out of the way so I don't miss anything in this box. Okay, we got. Let's just go from here. Nah, you know what? We'll go from the bottom. We'll go from the bottom because I kind of saw the label at the top already. Okay, we got another one. Silver again. Asmaril. I mean, again, it's print lines. So centering also wasn't that great either, top to bottom. If I remember correctly, right? No, actually, top to bottom and then right to left as well. And then the surface was bad because the standard print lines. I pulled this. I remember I pulled this thinking it was going to be the for Alligator 5, but hey, Asmaril is nice too. Anytime you got a holo from Neo Genesis, it is a win. Ah, there's a Scizor. So this is part of the Pokédex challenge. This is going to go into the charity deal at some point in the near future. I got to hit up PokéRap and figure all that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and the Dark Charizard, the unlimited one, and we're going to sell it off and then put the money towards a charity of our choice, which we still haven't figured out yet. But yeah, what we got? We got 9, 9, and 10, 10. Actually, I kind of want to send this off to, well, no, because the centering is pretty bad. It's really noticeable. There's no way that this would get a 10. There's no way. I'll talk to PokéRep, because obviously you want to kind of maximize the money we get for charity. So if this can potentially come back at 10, and we sell that, and we get more money towards the charity of our choice, I think that's better. I'll talk to PokéRep, but for now, this is still a gorgeous card. Again, this is the one I got from Mr. and Mrs. Mint 9. Mr. and Mrs. Mint 9. That's such a tongue twister. All right, 2 more cards. Oh, this is going to be the... Oh, no. Is this the... It is! Why? What did it get dinged for? Centering is a 10. I mean, bro, when I pulled this card, it was beautiful. Surface. Why is the surface bad? What did I miss in the surface? Because I remember when I first pulled this, there was nothing on it. There's actually like a little dust or like a dust thing right there. These scratches you see is on top of the case, by the way. The holo pattern itself didn't have anything on it. I made sure before I sent it off. I made sure. I'm definitely gonna send this over to PSA to see what they do, because this card was actually in really decent shape. I was hoping at least at 9.5 for this, but it is what it is. You can hang out in front of the Typhlosion. And the last card, I actually don't remember what this is. The last card is Slowking. Wait, which one did I pull? I might have bought one and I pulled the other one. This one got 8, 10, 10, and 9. Okay. Again, the infamous the double. Is that a double swirl too? It is. Kind of, sort of. It's like a half swirl. Actually, we do got a double swirl. They got a swirl right there, and the one right there. That's kind of nice. Whatever. I'm probably gonna hang on to one of these as a BGS and then send the other one to PSA. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. From my experience, the only thing I didn't like about BGS is it was way more expensive. You know, people always told me that BGS is way cheaper. I think it's cheaper probably if you go for the express shipment. But the thing is like, this was not cheap to do. So if I do BGS in the future, it's probably going to be very sparingly, depending on if I know won't be a 10, but potentially if we can get like a 9.5 or something, then I might do that. But we'll see how it goes. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts on the returns. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.